Hello, I'm Mike in the Up Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. I managed to get myself back pointing the right way. Well, back to my original ship. Um, if you remember the ending the last time, I'd swapped over to this bit, which is the last part of the transfer stage of my rocket that had survived and then landed on Minmus. But for some strange reason, the game thought it was still going and thus was on a suborbital trajectory, which meant I couldn't swap away. In the end, I actually had to use HyperEdit to use its auto landing function in order basically it's literally, okay, land here, land exactly where I already am. And, all right. And then the game went, oh, you've landed, as opposed to you're flying through space, despite the fact you're not moving at all. So I have decided that it is too far away. Given that's, I'm here. That's me. That's 1.8 kilometers away. 1.6 kilometers away. I could. Do I want to go? I have decided that I'm not going to go and try for another biome, but I think I might actually. Yeah, let's do it. Need to keep an eye on my vertical speed here if I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to regret this. I may well regret this entirely. Go faster. Let's go faster forward a little bit. So what I'm aiming for are those hills there. I want to get to slopes at the very least, and get myself an EVA and a surface sample. Now, I do have a fair amount of delta V in my actual craft still. Now you can see I've been going for quite some time. It doesn't seem any much closer to where I was. I'm going to pick up a rondo. Let's see if I can do this. Probably a mistake to try and do this. There we go. Oh, I'm going up a bit too much. The reason I'm doing this is I can get the distance, so I can see how far away I am. I'm beginning to actually see the. I'm not just seeing like flat horizon and have I got that already? I'm pretty sure I have got this one already by hanging off the side of the. Oh no, I don't want to do that actually. I don't want to do that. I think I've got that from hanging off the side of the ship already, so I don't think I need that again. So this is telling me how far. I'm now just hitting a kilometer away from. What the hell? Why was I suddenly losing the ability to make changes? Don't know what happened there. Suddenly it said, "Oh, you're clearly not doing anything. I'm just going to ignore everything you do." Like what? Oh, no, 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 no. Here we go. I was under 10 meters, which is probably not good. It makes it very easy to smack into things. Anyway, so I'm about 1.4 kilometers away. I'm beginning to get to the stage where I think I might actually be able to get to the slopes. Now, unfortunately, I can only get one. I can only carry one EVA and one surface sample. But the surface sample is going to be worth 125 science. So I think it's going to be worth my time doing it. I've still got EVA propellant left, so we're all right there. So we're now getting on for 1.8 kilometers away. But we are I'm beginning to see that I think we are going to get there in the end. Oh yeah, so now we're getting to see some ground scatter over there. So I've got some objects to uh, take into account to kind of, see how close I'm getting. I've decided if I ever get some kind of VR thing, I would extremely love to be able to play this. Imagine playing this in VR and being able to see out. Can I see? Yeah. I can't remember the camera mod that I had before. I don't think I've seen it in the 1.1 version of Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, you could have a you could actually go inside and see from a first person perspective. That would be fantastic. That would seriously be amazing if you do that. Okay, now it's telling me. Oh, so wow, I'm actually quite a lot further away than I thought it was. I thought I thought, I was 1.6 away from that little bit of engine. I thought, it doesn't look too different. No, yeah, it's quite a bit different. Still on graded flats though. And there we go. So we're getting so I'm aiming for slopes here. That's what I'm probably going to. That is no doubt where I'm going to end up. Is slopes. I think we're getting there. I'd like it if I could put select a point and then say, okay, how far away is that, and get an answer. But on we go. I'm also going to play with the thing when I finally get down there. Right, I think the slopes are slightly closer if I go this way. Just making an assumption that may or not be true. So EVA and then surface sample, and that should be 150 odd science, which is going to be pretty neat. Alright, so we're nearly there. Nav ball actually being kind of helpful. Nice you get the nav ball in this mode now. Still on greater flats. Something has changed there. Still a great slopes, there we go. So we want to start slowing down while not crashing into anything yet. Oh, there's our shadow. Alrighty, here we are on the slopes. Take surface sample. So that's going to be 150 science. That's nice, eh? EVA report. EVA report's going to be 40 science. That's 190 science I've just got there. Now I was wondering if there's some weird things. There are some weird things I've seen where if you change the camera mode, like if you go into orbital, the camera mode will get a bit weird. But okay, no. Jason free. Like if you go to orbit, you can go to orbital camera and suddenly everyone goes boom. But they may have fixed that. I was just playing around with that. Right, so we are 3.8 kilometers away from the Munsplorer, which is really the Minmus Explorer. So off we trot. Let's go back. I'm going to go a little faster this time because I was kind of I think I might have been I was being kind of overcautious. Apart from anything else, I was going towards slopes, so there's a very good possibility that I was, if I go too fast, that I would smack into the landscape. Whereas I'm going to a flat area, and thus I'm much less likely to have that occur. And what I can probably do is by keeping the, because I've got my target indicator and my oh, let's not do that. I think I was going to go into the ground if I kept doing that, or maybe it just felt that way. I thought I could keep them nicely centered on each other, and that way I'd be heading pretty much exactly towards it. That doesn't. I don't think that was actually going to happen. That didn't seem to be occurring. Yeah, I'm going too low too quickly. I don't like that. So I'm going up to 20 meters a second, about 40 miles an hour. And it's all about when do I need to start to slow down again. There we go. Just right clicking on myself so that my fuel gauge is there and I don't have to worry too much about it. So it's literally just hitting left shift every so often to make sure that I'm not going down. Well, that's pretty much all I really need to do. Obviously I'll need to have a bit of a think about when I need to stop exactly. When do I want to start slowing down? And that's not too much of a difficulty, I don't think. And the thing is, the faster I'm going, the less I'm going to be spending fighting against gravity, because I'm moving less. I'm going to be spending less time fighting against gravity because center ourselves a bit. I'm going to spend less time fighting against gravity, so I should, in the end, spend less delta V coming back than I spent going out, because the losses due to me not wanting to smack into the ground should be less than, because I put 20 meters a second of delta V into going 20 meters a second forwards. I'm going to start bringing that back, and that's obviously going to be 20 meters. I need to bring back that 20 meters a second. So it's going to be 40 meters a second in total. But I rather suspect that I'll have spent more than that in total with these little tiny jumps, these little tiny amounts of delta V. Store those experiments, and there we are. That's bored. Yeah, so there you go. That was that. We got there. We got all the way back. That's pretty cool. And now it's really just a case of prepping to leave. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put on an SAS. I'm just going to go up a little tiny bit, and then immediately turn off again. And the point of that little maneuver is that now my little red line is to the north. On the nav ball, when we're looking in this direction, because we're essentially looking straight up. That's what the nav ball is trying to do here. And so that way, when I go east, which is the way I want to go, then I'm going to be going exactly the same as a launch from Kerbal, which is using the D key. Right, I'm going to do a quick save. I don't really need to, I don't think. But So what I might as well just go now. Pretty much immediately go towards the horizon. I now have an 11-kilometer apoapsis. Which I can't select. So I want to put a maneuver. I want to make a maneuver node. Why can't I make a maneuver node? It's not letting me make a maneuver node. That's rather annoying. Why not make maneuver node? So I can right click on that and do that thing. But it's not letting me make a maneuver node. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Can I? Oh, hang on. Can't be that simple, can it? No. I was wondering. Let's get rid of the rendezvous thing. This is a bit weird. I should be able to make a maneuver node. I might just have to fudge it in that case. Point prograde. I'm still trying to make it work. Yeah, the game is telling me I'm in a perfectly lovely orbit, but for some reason I cannot select my orbit. Add a maneuver node. Well, and I didn't put a MechJeb thing on this, so I can't use that. I was wondering if I could use MechJeb to give me a maneuver node. Oh, that is a thought though. There is a thought though. Yes, I don't have a temperature. Actually, I do apparently. It's that one I don't have. I don't have an atmosphere scan. Oh, right. That only showed up because I clicked that. And then same with that one. That's out in the way. And we do a crew report. How close we are. So how long have we got to apoapsis? 3 minutes. So we'll hop out and we'll just grab that science. Take data, store experiments. Take data. Take data. Board. Aha! Somehow that fixed things. Sweet. Doopy doopy doop. And we don't need a lot of delta V to get into a circular orbit. That fixed things. I don't know why that fixed things, but that fixed things. Time to know, so we'll just use the Kerbal alarm clock. I need to remember to update. And as I do this burn, 1.8 seconds of it, I'm going to start my ending spiel, because then obviously next time it's going to be getting back. So thanks so much for watching. Do hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. Come visit Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. We're also available on Facebook and on Twitter. As I count down, until next time, reach for the stars. That'll do.